School will be back in session before you know it, so why not try to squeeze in a little more fun? Joining us now is Chris Bentley, the park superintendent at Cathedral Caverns and Brickwood Cavern State Parks. Our state parks are absolutely beautiful and the perfect place to visit this time of year. Chris, we're going to start with Cathedral Cavern State Park. How did it get its name and what will visitors experience while there?
So the park got its name after a gentleman that owned it in the 50s. He brought his wife in there on their anniversary, and he had lights set up in what we call the cathedral room, and it was called the Bat Cave at the time. When he brought her in there, she said it looked like a cathedral, so it became known as Cathedral Caverns at that point in time. We've been really busy with cave tours. It's a great way to get out of this heat. Just be sure to make your reservation because we are filling up our tours quickly.
Yeah, you are selling out and booking up on some of the days throughout this summer. You mentioned it looks like a cathedral in there. You've hosted weddings in the cave.
Yes, absolutely. And we now have it to where you can make your reservations online at alapart.com. You can do that at both Rickwood and Cathedral Caverns.
And while the cave tours are the main attraction there at Cathedral Caverns, what other activities are available there in the park?
We have some hiking trails, and we also have some overnight options. We have a campground, and we also have some cabins that are ran by a concessionaire. You book those through Vista Recreation.
And you mentioned that it is nice and cool in that cave. Folks are looking for an escape from the heat this time of year. That's a perfect place to go.
Yes, it's in the high 50s and low 60s year round in both our caves. So
like you're going to have a crowd rushing out there now. Yeah. They hear those temperatures. Now let's also talk a little bit about Rickwood Cavern State Park. The cave experience there is different than Cathedral Caverns, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Both are beautiful caves. The rooms at Cathedral are a little bit larger, but it's a great cave. You actually go in one point of that cave and come out in another, so you're not like at Cathedral. You go to the back and turn around and come back out, whereas Rickwood you go in one way and come out another way. But it's a great park, great staff over there, and we also have a swimming pool over there that's very unique. We fill that pool up with the water from the cave. So it's really cold to start out when we open the pool each year. And we have overnight accommodations over there with camping as well.
They both offer unique experiences. Why would you encourage folks to make that drive up?
It's a once in a lifetime opportunity to see places like this. And it's something to enjoy during this hot days of summer for sure.
What advice would you give people before they visit either one of those state parks?
Yeah, I would definitely make your reservation. It's real simple. You can make them up to 7 days in advance at alapart.com and make sure you get your spot on the tour.
All right, remind us where both parks are located.
So Cathedral Caverns is in between Gunnersville and Huntsville, or if you're coming up 72, it's in between Scottsboro and Huntsville. And Rickwood Caverns is just north of Birmingham in Warrior. It's actually located in Blount County, but it has a Warrior address, just right off 65.
Is there a cost to visit either of the parks?
Yes. The cave tours are different prices. It's a little bit cheaper at Rickwood. It's the cave tours at Cathedral are $20 and $9 for children. And so it'd be $19 at Rickwood and $8 for children.
Compared to the cost of most activities these days, that's pretty cheap. And they both offer breathtaking views, and it will definitely be a memorable visit. Chris, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.